And Kobe went from being the all-time greatest Laker to being immortal. And when you're going up against Michael Jordan's ghost, it's pretty impossible to surpass that. When you're going up against someone who was deemed immortal, it's impossible. So the situation for LeBron to enter into that realm in Kobe's shadow was impossible. But he's going to have his number retired by the organization. That's not an opinion. Jeannie Buss has said that. And, you know, he will be a Laker in the Hall of Fame. And so if you've gotten your number retired by an organization, how can your tenure be a disappointment? It's kind of preposterous. But of course, the world that LeBron lives in is a world that is filled with criticism and picking apart, and that will happen. And there's nothing he could have done that would not have resulted in that either.
So when you look at him, you've covered him your entire career. What do you believe is next? Where should LeBron look at this and close the final chapter of what is one of the best career books we've ever seen in the league?
Yeah, so there were two questions that we were asking about LeBron for months now, and we didn't have them as of yesterday. We have them today. One, is he going to continue to play? The answer is yes. He has come out and said the answer is going to be he's going to continue to play. The second thing is, what is his priority going to be? I've seen people spend his money for months now, and I've just said, I haven't heard that he's willing to take less money. Well, we have an answer. Rich Paul has made it clear that LeBron's number one priority for this season is happiness. Happiness, it's not money. Right. So we're going to count the money. We're going to figure it out on the salary sheets and whatnot, but it's not going to be necessarily who's got the most money to offer. So now your follow-up question, Matt, is, well, how do you define happiness? Well, how does anybody define happiness? It's fluid. So I'm not sure he's got his mind made up here. It may take him a period to decide what his happiness is going to be. And there's several teams that are going to probably try to present their version of what his happiness can be, and we'll see how that process plays out.
Stay with me here as we button up with Brian Windhorst, who's been on TV all day, and now we have this news to break with LeBron. Because when I look at LeBron, and everybody does, they get into this debate of LeBron being the greatest of all time. And who is he compared with? Oh, is Michael Jordan. Michael, I know, had the Wizard stint that everyone wants to forget because it was at the end of his career. He wanted to come back. But by and large, Michael Jordan, he's a Chicago Bull, really a one-team guy. Kobe Bryant, one-team guy. Magic Johnson, one-team guy. Larry Bird, one-team guy. David Robinson, the list goes on and on of these one-team guys. And I think that's what makes LeBron's legacy complicated for some, because it always appeared that after things in Cleveland weren't the way he wanted to go grow and get rings in Miami. And then he wanted to go back to Cleveland and got the ring. And then he went off to LA to try to get the ring, and he did. If he chooses somewhere else here at the end that he's got no connectivity to, say it's outside Cleveland in Miami, does it complicate it even further that once again LeBron James, one of the greatest we've ever seen, is going somewhere just to get a ring and not just finally close a chapter of somewhere where he has a connection?
We don't know where he's going. We don't know whether he's chasing a ring. That's number one. Number two, all the teams he's played with, he's delivered a ring. He's delivered a ring to all the places he's played with, and all the places he's played with are going to retire his number. So again, I say to you, how's that for a legacy?
Right.
I mean, what do you want? Obviously, people start counting things, and it's been my experience all across the world, Matt, that when people talk about who the greatest of all time is, they don't really care what your opinion is. They've already decided. They just want to talk.
Sure.
And so I just let them talk. And so LeBron is going into his 24th season. He averaged 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists in his 23rd season. The Lakers are functionally going to have a difficult time replacing that, no matter what their plan is. There are going to be multiple teams that right now are falling all over themselves, dying to get in front of him, to get him to come to their team at age 42. If that's not a legacy, I can't really have a conversation.
Yeah, and you're right. The one thing you said better than anything, he delivered every step of the way, and he plans on doing it, I'm sure, one more time with the happiness. Wendy, always great perspective. Thank you so much.
Okay, coming up, the latest on LeBron's landing spot. We've learned his time with LA is over. 41 last season, served in a different role, of course. As Los Angeles got to the postseason, he was no longer their lead scoring option. LeBron averaged the fewest minutes and points per game in any of his 23 seasons. Our NBA reporter Dave McMenamin joins us now from Los Angeles. Okay, Dave, I guess the first question is, what factors led to LeBron saying, you know what, it's time for me to move on from LA?
Brian, this decision was about LeBron, his happiness, and his family's happiness. And obviously this was a decision that he's been mulling over since the offseason, but it really began before then. Obviously last summer, when LeBron opted into the final year of his contract with the Lakers and did not negotiate an extension at that point, this day was a possibility. And now we have a guy who decided that his body feels well enough to continue to play basketball, and he's going to find a spot that, in essence, will feel like the proper final chapter. The Lakers are in a position of transition ever since they traded for Luka Doncic. LeBron will be able to join another team in a different phase and have it feel like a proper ending to a Hall of Fame career.
And so if you're LeBron, you look around, you see Luka, extension, Austin Reeves, extension. In the postseason, they told you to be the third scoring option. How much of that kind of factored in? And by the way, if you come back, take a pay cut.
Yeah, I reported about a couple weeks ago that a source close to LeBron said that LeBron rocks with Luka. So this was not any sort of butting of the heads between two superstars that led to him leaving. And also, he reluctantly accepted a third role, but ultimately he did accept that third role and relished the success the team was able to have, and certainly enjoyed shifting back into a primary role, not under the circumstances with Reeves and Luka being hurt in the playoffs, but certainly being able to show that he could still do it at that stage of his career. But I'm not reading this as some big acrimonious moment between LeBron's camp and the Lakers. This was LeBron deciding that there is something out there that will feel more appropriate, more real, more special, however you want to describe it, to have this final march again of what's been one of the best careers we've ever seen by an NBA player.
Okay, obviously one of the best careers we've ever seen. What about as a Laker? You know, obviously Kobe was adored by LA. How do you think LeBron and his Laker tenure will be remembered?
Listen, I think there is reason for some degree of disappointment looking back at that, but that was just because of the standard that LeBron had set coming to the Lakers. He was coming off 8 straight finals appearances when he joined the team. But anyone who was around that team in the 2019-2020 season will know forever how special and important he was to the Los Angeles Lakers franchise. This was a